Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is all about the pairs of angles. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So later on class, we'll be answering our activity. We're going to determine if the given angles, there will be congruent angles, adjacent angles, complementary angles, supplementary angles, linear pair, and then vertical angles. So there will be an instances class that our answer, it could be 1, 2, or more than 2. And then on the next part of video class, this will be quite complicated class. We have given example like this. This will be our illustration. And then we're going to determine if angle BDC and angle GDC, what are those angles? And then angle BDC and angle AED, what are those angles? So I will give you plenty of examples class for you to really understand this one class. And this will be the next part of video class, part 2 of our video, because we need to explain class part 1, this one right here class, is step by step. So for this part 2 class, I will just make another video for this one class, and then I will just put the link on the description down below. Feel free to see the video class. Alright, so let's focus first in this given example, but before that is we need to understand more with regards to the pairs of angles. Alright, so let's start with our first example. That would be congruent angles. Now, congruent angles, two angles are congruent if and only if they have the same degree measure. Let's have an example. Alright, so example, we have this given angle A. So angle A, that would be 40 degrees. And then we also have angle B, that would be 40 degrees. Now question, are the two angles congruent angles? Yup, they are congruent angles because they have the same degree measure. Angle A is 40 degrees, angle B is 40 degrees. Therefore, we can say that angle A is congruent to angle B because angle A is equal to angle B. They have the same degree measure. Therefore, we can say that angle A is congruent to angle B. Now question class, I have another illustration class. What if we have this illustration? Alright, so we have this illustration. And this will be a right angle. This is angle A. And then another illustration. Alright, we have right angle and then angle B. Now question class, can we call these two angles congruent angles? Can we call the two angles class congruent angles? Yup, we can call the two angles congruent angles. Even class, we don't have the measure of this angle, but we know class, if you have this given marking class, you have this box, this given marking class, automatic class, we know that this is a right angle. This is exactly 90 degrees. Once again class, even if we don't have the measure, we don't have the angle, we know class that this marking, this box right here, right angle and right angle, that is exactly 90 degrees. So therefore, we can say that angle A is congruent to angle B because we know that this box, that would be 90 degrees angle. So angle A, this will be the symbol class for angle. Angle A is congruent to angle B. I hope class is clear for you class with regards to congruent angles. Now let's talk about adjacent angles. What are those adjacent angles? Now adjacent angles, two angles that share a common vertex and side, or we call that one ray. Let's have an example class. Example right here, we have this given angle. Now angle 1 and angle 2. Now question class, can we call angle 1, angle 2 adjacent angles? Yup, we can call angle 1, angle 2, that would be adjacent angles. Question, why is that sir? Because they share common vertex and then they share common side. Let me just explain this one class. I hope class you still remember this one class with regards to the vertex. If you have two rays and then they meet, now this point right here class, this is ray, another ray. If you have an end point and then an arrow, we call that one ray. Now if you have two rays class and then they meet, now this point right here class, when two rays meet, we call this one vertex. Once again class, we call this one vertex. Now if they share common vertex and then they share common side, therefore class, we call this angle right here, angle 1, is adjacent to angle 2 because they share common vertex, this point right here, and then they share common side. Once again, this, I hope it's clear for you class with regards to adjacent angles. They share common vertex and then they share common side. Therefore, we can say that angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2. Let's have another example class. Let's put a letter class, another example for you to really understand this one class. Okay, so we have this, let's have A, and then B, and then C, and this will be D. Now question, is angle ABD, this one right here, angle ABD, is adjacent to angle CBD, this one right here? Are the two angles adjacent angles? Once again, class, let me just read this one for you not to be confused. You can never read this one class angle B. This one right here, class, you can never read this one angle B. It must be angle ABD. Once again, class, angle A, B, and then D. Question, sir, can I read this one angle DBA? Angle DBA, yup. It's just the same, class. Make sure, class, that B will be the center part of the following letters. Once again, class, make sure that B will be the center part. Angle ABD. It's just the same with angle DBA. This is just the same, class. Once again, class, this is just the same, class. Now, question, class. Is angle ABD is adjacent to angle CBD? Angle CBD, or we can read this one DBC. CBD. Question, class, are the two angles adjacent angles? Yup, they are adjacent angles. Why is that, sir? Because they share common vertex. This one right here, point B is the common vertex, and then they share common side. There will be side BD or ray BD. Okay, once again, class, I hope it's clear for you with this one, class, with regards to adjacent angles. Last one example, class. Last one example. This one right here. Let's have another illustration. This one right here, class. We have angle 1 and then angle 2. Now question, class. Can we say that angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2? Can we call the two angles adjacent angles? Angle 1 and then angle 2? Nope. You can never call this one, class, adjacent angles because they don't share common vertex and they don't share common side. Once again, class, the vertex is too far away, okay, from each other. They don't share common vertex, class. Therefore, class, we cannot call this one adjacent angles. Alright, so let's proceed now to complementary angles and then vertical angles. Now, let's talk about vertical angles. What are those vertical angles? Now, vertical angles are angles formed by intersecting lines and they are equal in measure. So, let's have an example, class. If you have two lines intersect to each other, you can form an angle, right? Now, this angle right here, class, is vertical to this angle. Therefore, angle 1 and angle 2 are vertical angles. Now, vertical angles, class, they are always congruent. Once again, class, vertical angles, they are always congruent. I hope, class, it's clear for you with this one, class. If you have two lines intersect to each other, you can form an angle. Now, this angle right here and this angle are what we call vertical angles. So, therefore, we can say that angle 1 and angle 2 are vertical angles. Once again, class, angle 1 and angle 2 are vertical angles. Now, you need to remember this one, class, that all vertical angles are congruent angles. Therefore, we can say that angle 1 is congruent to angle 2 because they have the same measure. Example, class, if angle 1 is 40 degrees. Just an example, class, if angle 1 is 40 degrees, what will be the measure, class, of angle 2? That's correct. That's automatic, class, that angle 2, it should be also 40 degrees. That's automatic, class, because all vertical angles are congruent angles. Let's have another example, class. We have two lines intersect to each other, right? And then you have this given angles. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4. Now, what are those vertical angles, class? Just an example, class. We have 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Or we can change the numbers. Let's have this one. We have 1, 2, 3, and then 4. What are those vertical angles? Question, class. What are those vertical angles? That's correct. It should be angle 1. This angle right here, class. It should be angle 1 and then angle 3. Angle 1 and angle 3, those are vertical angles. Once again, class, vertical angles formed by letter X, two intersecting lines. Therefore, class, just an example, class. For angle 1, if this is, just an example, class, if this is 60 degrees, just an example, class, angle 1 is 60 degrees. what will be the measure of angle 3? That's correct. Automatic class. That's automatic. Angle 3, it should be 60 degrees. Why is that, sir? Because vertical angles are congruent angles. They are equal in measure. Now, what will be the measure class of angle 2? That's correct. Angle 2, it should be 120 degrees. Why is that, sir? Because you have a straight line, right? If you have a straight line, you can always form a straight angle. And a straight angle class, it's always 180 degrees. You have this one class during your grade 7. If you have a straight line, you can form a straight angle. A straight angle, it's always 180 degrees. That's automatic class. A straight angle, it's always 180 degrees. Now, since this is 60 a while ago, therefore we know that angle 2, it should be 120 degrees. Because 120 plus 60, that would be 180, right? Now, what will be the measure of angle 4? Now, we know that we have two intersecting lines. It forms letter X, right? It forms letter X. Therefore, angle 2 and angle 4 are vertical angles. And we know that vertical angles are congruent angles. Therefore, automatic, if this is 120, opposite, there will be also 120 because these are vertical angles. I hope, class, it's clear for you, class, with regards to vertical angles. Automatic, class, all vertical angles are congruent angles. Alright, so let's proceed now to complementary angles. What are those complementary angles? Now, complementary angles, two angles that add up to 90 degrees. Let's have an example. If we have this angle, so the angle right here, this is 40 degrees for angle A. In another example, we have 50 degrees for angle B. This is 50 degrees. Now, can we say that angle A and angle B are complementary angles? Can we say, class, that angle A and angle B are complementary angles? Yup. We can say that angle A and angle B are complementary angles. Why is that, sir? Question, sir. Why is that, sir? Because if you add the two angles, once again, class, if you add the two angles, the sum, class, is 90 degrees. Once again, class, two angles add up to 90 degrees. 40 plus 50. What's the answer, class? That's correct. That would be 90 degrees. Therefore, we can say that angle A and angle B are complementary angles because if you add the two angles, the sum, class, is 90 degrees. Let's have another example, class. Another example, class. Another illustration. Now, what if you have this illustration, class? Another illustration. So let's have another illustration, class. Quite complicated for another illustration. What if you have this illustration and then you have this ray and then you have this box right here. You have this box, class. Now, question, class. Angle 1 and angle 2. Angle 1, class, and angle 2, can we call the two angles complementary angles? Question, class. Can we call angle 1 and angle 2 complementary angles even if you don't have the value of the angle, class? Can you call that one, class, complementary angles? Yup, that's automatic, class. Angle 1 and angle 2 are complementary angles. Why is that, sir? Because you have this given, once again, class, you have this given marking and you know that this marking is 90 degrees, right? Once again, class, you know that this marking is 90 degrees. If you have this marking, class, a box right here, it means, class, right angle. Now, right angle, it's always 90 degrees. Therefore, you can say that angle 1 and angle 2 are complementary angles. Just an example. Example, class, just an example. If this is 30 degrees for angle 1, now you don't have the measure of angle 2, but you have this box. Okay, once this, you have this marking. Now you know that this marking is 90 degrees. The total, class, is 90 degrees. Angle 1 plus angle 2, that would be 90 degrees. Now, what would be the measure of angle 2? That's correct. Automatic angle 2, that would be 60 degrees. Because if you add the two angles, that would be 90, right? So therefore, angle 1 and angle 2 are complementary angles because you have this marking. This is 90 degrees. If you have this marking, that would be exactly 90 degrees. I hope it's clear for you with this one, class, with regards to complementary angles and then vertical angles. So let's proceed now to supplementary angles and then linear pair, because many of the students class, they are so confused the difference between supplementary angles and then linear pair. Alright, so let's do that. So let's talk about supplementary angles. What are those supplementary angles? Now, supplementary angles, two angles add up to 180 degrees. Let's have an example. If this is angle A, and angle A, there will be 60 degrees. And then we draw another angle, there will be angle B. And then angle B, there will be 120 degrees. Now, can we call this one class two angles supplementary angles? Can we call that angle A and angle B are supplementary angles? Yup, we can call this one supplementary angles. Question, why is that, sir? Because if you will add angle A plus angle B, can we get 180 degrees? Yup, you can get 180 degrees because 60 degrees plus angle B 120 degrees, that will be equal to 180, right? 60 plus 120, that will be 180 is equal to 180. Now, if you will add the two angles, if they add up to 180 degrees, therefore we can say that angle A and angle B are supplementary angles. Once again, class, angle A and angle B are supplementary angles because they add up to 180 degrees. I hope, class, it's clear for you this one, class, with regards to supplementary angles. Let's have another example, class, for you to really understand this one, class. What if you don't have the value of the degree, class? Just an example, class. The teacher will have this illustration, and then you don't have the measure of the degree. Just an example, class. Okay, let's have another example, and this will be angle 1. And this will be angle 2. This is angle 1, this one right here, this angle 1, this will be angle 2. Now, question, class, are the two angles supplementary angles? Can we say that angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary angles? Yup, class, we can call this one supplementary angles even if we don't have the measure. Why is that, sir? Question, sir, why is that, sir? Because we know, that if you will have a straight line, this is a straight line, you can always form a straight angle. And a straight angle, class, it's always 180 degrees. Remember that one, class. If you have a straight line, any straight line, class, example, this one, this is 180. Example, this one, straight line, this is always 180, class. Once again, class, a straight line, it's always 180 degrees. Therefore, class, if you will add angle 1 and angle 2, that's automatic, class, there will be 180 degrees. Let me give you an example, class. If I will say that angle 1 is 150 degrees, what would be the measure of angle 2? Automatic, class. Even if you don't have the measure of angle 2, you know that the sum of these two angles, it's always 180 because you have a straight line. Therefore, you can say that angle 2, that would be 30 degrees. Why is that, sir? Because if you will add the two angles, that would be 180 degrees. Any straight line, you can form a straight angle, class, it's always 180 degrees. That's automatic, class. So therefore, we can say that angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary angles. Once again, class, angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary angles. Let me just write SA. Okay, angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary angles. Now, what's the difference between supplementary angles and then linear pair? Now, what's the definition of linear pair? Now, linear pair, two adjacent angles add up to 180 degrees. Once again, class, two adjacent angles add up to 180 degrees. Let's have an example, class. Okay, let's have an example. This one right here. So, this is... Okay, this one right here. This is angle 1. And this will be angle 2. Once again, class, this is angle 1, this is angle 2. Now, question, class. Can we call this one angle 1, angle 2 linear pair? Once again, class, angle 1 and angle 2. Can we call this one linear pair? Yup, we can call this one linear pair. Why is that, sir? Once again, class, if you have a straight line, this is a straight line, right? This is a straight line, we know that this will be 180 degrees. If you will add the two angles, that will be 180 degrees. That's correct, sir. Now, question, sir, why do we call this one linear pair? Because these are two adjacent angles. They share common vertex. This is the common vertex. And then they share common side. If they share common vertex, they share common side, we call that one adjacent angles. We explained that one class. Okay, we already explained this one class, adjacent angles. They share common vertex and then they share common side. Now, if they add up to 180 degrees, therefore class, you can call this one linear pair. Once again class, you can call this one linear pair because if you will add the two angles, there will be 180 degrees. And then the two angles are adjacent angles, therefore we call this one linear pair. Now, question sir. I have a question sir. Can we call this one supplementary angles? Can we call this one supplementary angles? Yup. You can call this one class supplementary angles because if you will add the two angles, that will be equal to 180 degrees. Just an example class, if this is 140 degrees, what will be the measure of angle 2? That's correct. Automatic, this will be 40 degrees because you know you have a straight angle. A straight angle is always 180 degrees. So therefore, 140 plus 40, that will be 180 degrees. Now, this is a supplementary angles because if you will add the two angles, that will be equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, you can also call this one supplementary angles. Can we call this one linear pair? Yup, you can call this one linear pair because they share common vertex, they share common side, these are adjacent angles, and they add up to 180 degrees. You can also call this one linear pair. Let's have another example class. Another example. Okay, another example. This is 120 degrees. This will be angle A. And this is 60 degrees for angle B. This is 60 degrees. Question class. I have a question class. If you will add the two angles class, that would be 180, right? Once again class, if you will add the two angles, angle A plus angle B, that would be 180, right? Question class. Can you call this one linear pair? Can you call this one linear pair class? Nope, you can never call this one linear pair. Why is that, sir? Because they don't share common vertex. Once again, class, they don't share common vertex as well as they don't share common side. Once again, class, they don't share common vertex, they don't share common side. Now, are the two angles supplementary angles? Yup, we can call this one supplementary angles because if you will add the two angles, that will be equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, angle A and angle B are supplementary angles, but they are not linear pair. Once again, class, they are not linear pair, but they are supplementary angles because if you will add the two angles, that will be equal to 180 degrees. They are not linear pair because they are not adjacent angles. Okay, once again, I hope it's clear for you this one class. Linear pair class, it must be adjacent angles and then they add up to 180 degrees. If you have example like this is just a supplementary angles. I hope class it's clear for you this one class with regards to supplementary angles and then linear pair. Alright, so let's proceed now to our activity. Alright, so let's start with example number 1. Can we call this one congruent angles? Nope. We can never call this one congruent angles because you don't have the measure of angle 1 and then angle 2. So you cannot assume any degree for angle 1 and then angle 2. So therefore, this is not congruent angles. Can we call this one adjacent angles? Yup, we can call this one adjacent angles because they share common vertex and then they share common side. Once again, they share this one common vertex and then they share common side. So therefore, we can call this one adjacent angles. So we can call this one adjacent angles. So let's write down the letter B. Can we call this one complementary angles? Nope. We don't know what will be the measure of angle 1 and then angle 2. Once again, class, complementary angles, they add up to 90 degrees. Now, since we don't know the measure of angle 1 and then angle 2, therefore, we cannot say this one complementary angles. Can we call this one supplementary angles? Nope. Supplementary angles, they add up to 180 degrees. Nope. We cannot call this one supplementary angles. Linear pair? Nope. We cannot call this one linear pair. Vertical angles? Nope. Vertical angles formed by intersecting lines. Nope. So therefore, number 1, that's only adjacent angles. So that's only letter B. Alright, so for number 2, so we have this given two intersecting lines. So can we call this one congruent angles? Yup, we can call this one congruent angles because vertical angles are congruent angles. Therefore, the measure of angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. Same measure class. Measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 2. Yep, we can call this one congruent angles. So we can call this one A, congruent angles. Can we call this one adjacent angles? Nope. You can never call this one adjacent angles because they don't share common vertex. This is the common vertex, but they don't share common side. Once again, they share common vertex. I'm sorry, they share common vertex, but they don't share common side. So therefore, this is not adjacent angles. So that would be congruent angles. Now, can we call this one complementary angles? Nope. We are not sure what would be the measure of angle 1 and then angle 2. So therefore, this is not complementary angles. This is also not supplementary angles. Nope. This is not supplementary angles. Because supplementary angles, they add up to 180 degrees. And we don't know what will be the measure of angle 1 and then angle 2. Now, can we call this one linear pair? Nope. We cannot call that one linear pair. Can we call this one vertical angles? Yup. We can call this one vertical angles. Letter F. Alright, so for number 2, that would be congruent angles and then vertical angles. Alright, so let's proceed now to number 3. Can you call this one congruent angles? Nope. You can never call this one class congruent angles because we don't know the exact measure of angle 1. We don't know the exact measure of angle 2. We know, class, that if you will add the two angles, this is 90 degrees, right? Because you have this marking, it means, class, this is a right angle. Therefore, if you will add angle 1 plus angle 2, that will be equal to 90 degrees because you have this marking. Once again, class, angle 1 plus angle 2, that will be 90 degrees. But the problem, class, we don't know what is the exact measure of angle 1. If this is given, class, example, class, if this is 30 degrees, automatic, class, this will be 60 degrees. Because 30 plus 60, that would be 90. Just an example, class. Once again, class, just an example. If this is 30 degrees, automatic, this will be 60 degrees. Because 30 plus 60, that would be 90. But, once again, class, the problem, we don't know the exact measure of angle 1. We don't know the exact measure of angle 2. But we know, if you will add the two angles, that would be 90 degrees. Because you have this marking, right angle, that would be 90 degrees. So, therefore, this is not a congruent angles. This is not congruent angles. Now, question, can we call this one adjacent angles? Yup. We can call this one adjacent angles because they share common vertex and then they share common side. Yup, this will be adjacent angles. Can we call this one complementary angles? Yup, because if you will add the two angles, that will be equal to 90 degrees because you have this given marking. Yup, that will be 90 degrees. Can you call this one supplementary angles? Nope. Because if you will add the two angles, that's only 90. It's not 180. Nope. You cannot call this one supplementary angles. You cannot call this one linear pair. You cannot call this one vertical angle. So therefore, we only have B and C. Adjacent angles and then complementary angles. Alright, so example number 4. Let's do it step by step. Can we call this one congruent angles? Angle 1 and then angle 2. Yup, you can call this one congruent angles. Automatic. You have this given marking. This is 90 degrees. This is also 90 degrees. Therefore, 90 and 90, that would be congruent angles. Yup. We can call this one congruent angles. That would be A, congruent angles. Can you call this one adjacent angles? Yup. You can call this one adjacent angles because they share common vertex. This is the common vertex. This is the common side. They both share common vertex and then common side. Therefore, we call this one adjacent angles. So this is adjacent angles, letter B. Once again, class, they share common vertex. This one right here is the vertex and then they share common side. This is the angle. They share common vertex and then they share common side. C, complementary angles. Are the two angles complementary angles? Nope. They are not complementary angles. Once again, class, many of the students, class, they commit mistake on this one because they thought that this will be a complementary angles. Nope, class, this is not complementary angles because angle 1 plus angle 2, that's not 90, class. It's 180, class. 90 plus 90, that would be 180 degrees. Once again, class, two angles add up two 90 degrees, there will be complementary angles. Now the two angles, if you will add this one, this is exactly 180 degrees. Therefore, class, this is not complementary angles because the two angles, if you will add that one, there would be 180 degrees. Nope, this is not complementary angles. Is this supplementary angles? Yup. This is supplementary angles because if you will add the two angles, that would be equal to 180 degrees. Yup. There would be supplementary angles, letter D. Alright, so can we call this one linear pair? Yup. You can call this one linear pair because they share common vertex. This is the vertex. They share common side. We have two adjacent angles and then they add up to 180 degrees. Angle 1 plus angle 2, there will be 180 degrees. Therefore, you can call this one linear pair. Can you call this one vertical angles? Nope. You can never call that one vertical angle. So we have four answers. We have congruent angles, adjacent angles, supplementary angles, and then linear pair. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 5. So can we call this one congruent angles? Nope. They are not equal in measure, so that would be not congruent angles. Can we call this one adjacent angles? Nope. We cannot call this one adjacent angles because they don't share common vertex. Nope. You can never call this one adjacent angles. Now, can we call this one complementary angles? Yup. You can call this one complementary angles because if you will add the two angles, 40 plus 50, that will be equal to 90. Yup. You can call this one complementary angles. So letter C. Can we call this one supplementary angles? Nope. Because you will not get 180 if you add this one. That's only 90. Nope. You can never call this one supplementary angles. Nope. You can never call this one linear pair. And then you can never call this one vertical angles. Alright, so number 6. Can we call this one congruent angles? Nope. You can never call this one congruent angles because you don't have the exact measure. And then as you can see, class, they are not congruent. This is the angle and then this is the angle. So they are not congruent. Adjacent angles, yup, you can call this one adjacent angles because they share common vertex. This is the vertex. And then they share common side. So therefore, you can say angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent angles. Yup, these are adjacent angles. Can you call this one complementary angles? Nope. You can never call this one complementary angles. Can you call this one supplementary angles? Yup. Because you have a straight line. If you have a straight line, if you will add the two angles, that's automatic, class, that will be equal to 180 degrees. Yup. You can call this one supplementary angles. Alright, so can we call this one linear pair? Yup. You can call this one linear pair because this will be an adjacent angles. Once again, we answered a while ago, letter B, adjacent angles. They share common vertex and then they share common side. And then they add up to 180 degrees. Therefore, this will be a linear pair. A linear pair. Alright, and then vertical angles. Nope, you can never call that one vertical angles. Angle 1 and then angle 2, those are not vertical angles. Alright, so let's proceed now to number 7. Can you call this one congruent angles? Yup. You can call this one congruent angles because these are vertical angles. Vertical angles formed by intersecting lines. So this one right here, 1 and then 2. Yup, you can call this one congruent angles. The measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 2. Yup, you can call this one congruent angles. Can you call this one adjacent angles? Nope. You can never call this one adjacent angles. They share common vertex, but they don't share common side. Nope. How about complementary? Nope. You are not sure, class, what will be the measure of angle 1 and then angle 2, and you are not sure if they add up to 90 degrees. Nope. You can never call this one complementary angles, and you can never call this one supplementary angles as well. And then linear pair, nope. Vertical angle, yes. So that would be A and then F. Alright, so number 8, can you call this one congruent angles? Nope. Of course, class, this is 40 degrees. This will be 140. You can never call this one congruent angles. Adjacent angles, nope. They don't share common vertex. They don't share common side, nope. Complementary angles, nope. Because if you will add this one, this will be 180. So therefore, this will be supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. Can you call this one linear pair? Nope. You can never call this one linear pair because these are not adjacent angles. They add up to 180 degrees, but they don't share common vertex. They don't share common side. This is not an adjacent angles. Therefore, class, this is only supplementary angles. Vertical angles, nope. This is not vertical angles. Alright, so you try this one, class. Example number 9 and then number 10. And then you put your answer, class, on the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. So once again, class, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.